If either meter check fails at the battery, then the next step would be to disconnect the positive battery cable from the power distribution center, the PDC. Remember, the voltage needs to be less than half a volt and the resistance needs to be greater than 50 ohms to be considered a passing test. So you can see that we have the positive battery cable coming from the power distribution center disconnected. The positive lead of the meter now gets connected to the PDC terminal, not the cable itself. So now we have the positive lead of the meter connected to the PDC terminal. We have the negative lead connected to vehicle ground. An important thing to note is that it's not connected to, the meter is not connected to the positive cable. All right, we've already tested that. The meter itself is connected to the power distribution center, not to the positive cable. So as we turn the meter on, again, we're going to start with the voltage check. You can see that we're 84 millivolts, and again, that longer we're connected, if there's no problem with the system, the longer we're connected, that voltage is going to drop off and bleed off. So now you can see 70 millivolts, that's 0.07 volts. So that's less than half a volt, so this is considered a passing test. The meter is still connected to the PDC terminal and to ground, and now we're going to turn the meter to the ohm setting to measure the resistance and take a look at the meter. In this case, the resistance reading is 0.7.91 thousand ohms, k ohms. It's fluctuating back and forth. So right now we're about 1.6, 1.5 k ohms. It's actually going up, and the reason for that is because the meter has a battery in it, and so we're actually providing a little bit of power to some of the circuits. But in any case, this would be considered a passing test because the value is greater than 50 ohms. So in this case, both of my meter checks passed at the power distribution center. So now I can safely connect a booster pack or jumper cables to this vehicle at the power distribution center and conduct crash data retrieval normally. I need two passing meter checks, voltage and resistance, at a given location. If I do not have two passing meter checks at the battery, then I go to the power distribution center as I demonstrated in this instance. If I do not have two passing meter checks at the power distribution center, then I would not connect a booster pack or jumper cables to this vehicle. Does that mean that I cannot conduct DLC imaging of data on this vehicle? No, it just means that I have to supply an external source of power to both the ACM fuse and the CDR interface. I cannot connect a booster pack to the battery, nor can I connect a booster pack to the PDC. We're going to have to basically supply power inside the vehicle to the airbag control module fuse and the CDR interface. We're not going to use any of the 12-volt receptacles on the vehicle, and while we're going to attempt to use the DLC to communicate with the vehicle, we will not get power through the DLC.